Hello, this is my demonstration of my Project 2 text adventure implementation. So first things first, I'm just going to showcase that I can properly make the program, so I'm just going to run make. And as you can see, it successfully is able to make it. So I'll run adventure, and then I'll just go south after looking in the room. And I see that there's a skeleton, and since I didn't have anything to defend myself, I die. So I'll run the game again, and this time I'll walk into the eastern room. And there I can see a sword, so I'll go back after taking the sword, and then I'll walk south back to where the skeleton was. And let's just say I decide that I don't want to actually fight the skeleton. Well, I don't draw my sword, but the skeleton comes for me, and I'm not really able to defend myself because I didn't draw that sword. So I'll run that game again one more time. This time I walk into the armory room again, grabbing the sword. And this time I'm just gonna keep going west up until I can see I can't go any further. And then I'll just start going north. And I can see that so far the rooms have been fairly benign. And then I walk into another skeleton. This time I decide to fight them. And I am successful at defeating them with the sword. And I see inside the room there is a key, so I take the key, I go back to my starting room. But as going down, I end up going south one too many times, and I walk into a wall because that room doesn't exist. So I end up going back east to go to my starting room, and I end up fighting that original skeleton. And inside I can see a dagger, and now I'll just start moving north because it's one place we haven't started exploring. So I keep going north. And then I look around, and I see that there's a gate there, so I'll use the key. The door, the gate is unlocked, and I can go forward. And as I go north, there's a wraith there, so I'll have to use the dagger to fight it, and I use the dagger, so I'm able to successfully pass it. And then I see that I'm finally in what looks to be the final room, so I'll go, and there I have the option to leave the dungeon. I'll show that we can actually decide not to leave the dungeon, but I'll finally go to finally leave the dungeon. And then there's the end game with a quick little message about what happens, and the game is finished.